And that's how you can start reducing your stress today. So if you've been in those situations where something's happened and your stress level literally just goes through the roof, you're like, oh my God, why is this happening to me? Or why is this happening again? Or this shouldn't be like this. And what happens is we're in that state of resisting what's actually going on. And when we're not aware of actually what's going on and we just allow our bodies to take over and our minds to take over and to continue in this stress state, what happens is our cortisol levels rise. And when our cortisol levels rise and stays risen for quite a long time, we start getting foggy, which means that our brain isn't working to the optimum of what it is capable of doing. And this can then result in making bad decisions, being explosive, being reactive. And I'm sure that you've been in that situation where something's happened and you are just reacting. You're in that fight mode and you are just reacting to everything that's going on. You're feeling the pressure building, you're feeling the stress building, and you could be in that for half an hour, prolonged to a couple of weeks, depending on what it is that's actually happened. And I'm sure we've all been on that receiving end, right? Where we go into work and someone's stressed out and they're snappy, they're reactive, and you're walking on eggshells around them. And you don't know which way to take it. You don't know how to approach them. You know that they're making wrong decisions. And I'm sure we can all agree that, one, we don't want to be that person, and two, we don't want to be on the receiving end of that either. And what we can do really quickly, one of the first techniques that I teach my clients to do is actually to start catching yourself. So the first thing is like, okay, I'm stressed. I can notice I'm stressed. So you're owning it. You're taking acceptance of the fact that this is where you're at right now. Second of all is, on a scale of 0 to 10, where is my stress level? So it's like, okay, so my stress level is probably around a 8 right now. Okay, so what is it that I'm resisting? So now we're actually paying attention and look at what we're actually resisting, rather than just going on the actual event that's happening. We're actually paying attention to be very specific to actually what we're resisting, because it may not be like 80% of what's happening that we're resisting. It could just be one little piece that we're resisting, and the fact that that's causing us stress. But because it's part of this bigger picture, we're looking at the bigger thing. So it's narrowing it down. What is that I am actually resisting right now? And then moving forward, because at the end of the day, most of the time we can't change we can't change what's happened, but we can change how we are moving forward through this. So asking yourself questions like, okay, so what else is possible? What assumptions am I making? Where can I go from this? What action can I take right now to make things a little bit easier for me and my team? And all of a sudden you're aware of not only what you're resisting, but also how you're behaving, and also what else is possible. Because the thing with our brain is that we like to repeat what we've done in the past, because we know how that feels. We know that that is safe, and our brain does everything to keep us safe, despite the fact that it could actually be in detriment to our health. So just to recap, guys, start looking at our stress is catching ourselves. And please don't be hard on yourself if you realize that you have been down your rabbit hole for about half a day before you actually catch yourself of acknowledging the fact that you're stressed. So acknowledge the fact that you're stressed, give it a rating, 0 to 10. Where am I on the stress level? What is it? What specifically am I resisting about what is happening right now? What else is possible? And what can I take responsibility for right now to move myself forward? Because taking control, taking responsibility of what's going on is going to create different outcomes for you. And at the end of the day, sometimes this is the event that's happened. This is where we need to be. This isn't going to change. The only thing that's going to change is our emotional journey to get there. So by acknowledging it, we're more of a journey like this, whereas when we're not acknowledging it, we can be on a journey like this, and it can take longer because we're resisting what's going on. So be curious, guys, ask yourself questions, and that's how you can start reducing your stress today. And if you have any questions or comments, please put them in the box below, or feel free to email me or DM me. Always happy to help. Have a great day.